It is 2008, and I think it's high time that racing did something to try and improve the safety of horses. Too many breakdowns. We've not done anything to really correct that, and I think the synthetic tracks are the biggest thing that we can and have done to try and improve that situation. Natural resources in the state of California are very hard to find good sandy loam.
You know, the idea behind synthetic tracks was, I think, a good idea, because they were hoping to get a surface that would lessen the breakdowns, have the horses return to racing sooner, and maximize the stock that was at the meet. However, at this point, they haven't perfected it yet.
If synthetic surfaces are the answer, so be it, but there's not enough data. Now, you're talking about a sport that has tradition forever in it, rich, rich tradition. This dirt comes from God. It don't come from anywhere else. Grass comes from God. When you take stuff that is synthetic, that means it's what? It's artificial.
I think most horses like synthetic surfaces. Obviously, there will be some horses that run better on them than others. But I think horses have a very high comfort level when they train or when they run over these surfaces. So for me, it's going to be a total positive for our breeding industry.
I prefer polytrack. I think there are certain horses that definitely handle the dirt much better. Polytrack might help a lighter framed horse that can skip over it and not as heavy on the ground. Seems like some of them bog down in it, but if the numbers are true in what they say, I'm all for safety on horses, and it's been a great improvement.
You can control what's in synthetic tracks. Up to this point, there's been some terrible mistakes putting it in, not gotten the best materials, but that'll get worked out, and in the long run, we'll all be better off, I believe.
So good opinions there, and this from the top vet in California with the California Horse Racing Board, Dr. Rick Arthur. He says, what we've seen so far has been very encouraging. On the synthetics, there's been a dramatic decrease in fatalities per start, and at Del Mar, Randy, where we are today, in particular.
Well, Dr. Arthur sent me a spreadsheet from the California Horse Racing Board showing that the synthetic racing surfaces at Santa Anita, Hollywood, Del Mar, and Golden Gate have so far resulted in a 37% decrease in horse fatalities. Now, that's especially significant when you consider that the type of injury that can cause a fatality in a racehorse also puts the jockey on the horse's back at extreme risk. So you're not just talking about horse safety as well, you're talking about human safety. Now, trainers will also tell you, the ones that don't like synthetics, that you still have injuries on synthetics. You're trading one type of injury for another, but the majority opinion out here among horsemen is that they would gladly deal with the minor injuries to avoid the really major ones.